Hello students, this is Rakesh Kumar Meena and today I will teach you the third last stanza of the poem Ode to Autumn composed by John Keats. In the third stanza of this poem Ode to Autumn, the poet writes, "Where are the songs of spring? Where are they? Think not of them. Thou hast thy music too. While barred clouds bloom the soft dying day, and touch the stumble plains with rosy hue. And in wailful chord the small gnats mourn among the river swallows borne aloft, or sinking as the light wind lives or dies, and full-grown lambs loud bleat from hilly pod. Hedge crickets sing, and now with terrible soft the red-breast whistles from a garden croft, and gathering swallows twitter in the skies." In this stanza, there are some difficult word meanings which are hue, who means rosy color of setting sun. Born means boundary. Chord means mournful singer. Bleat means sound produced by the lamb. Hedge crickets means grasshoppers. Redbreast means robin bird. And last, twitter means chirp. Now the explanation of this stanza is, in the very first line of this stanza, the poet questions, where are the songs of springs? The poet feels that though the beauties of spring are absent in autumn, yet autumn has a beauty of its own. Further, the poet describes the sounds of autumn, the beauties of autumn. Spring is distinguished by its sweet songs. These sweet songs are absent in autumn. But there is no need to feel any regret on that accord. Autumn has its own peculiar special music. The sounds of autumn are generally heard in the evening time. When the sun is setting, a soft glow irradiates the fields from which the crop has been reaped, leaving the stumps behind. The long drawn out clouds in the sky look like the bars of a gate. At this time, the melancholy buzzing of the gnats is heard. The gnats fly about among the shrubs growing on the riverside. The gnats are carried upward when the wind is strong, and they come downwards when the wind is feeble, or the singing of the gnats is heard when the wind is blowing, and it is not audible when the wind stops. In addition to the gnats singing in a melancholy chorus, the bleating of full-grown lambs is heard from the hills which bound the landscape. Then there is the chirping of the grasshoppers. Next comes the high, bold, and delicate songs of twittering of the swallows, which are gathering together in large number for their winter migration. The gnats mourn by the river, the lambs bleat on the hill, the grasshoppers sing from the hedge, and the redbreasts whistle from the garden, and the swallows twitter in the sky. Such is the glorious music of autumn. We see generally these seen during the autumn time. So here the poet very beautifully present the picture or scenes of autumn. Thus, in this poem, Ode to Autumn, the poet describes the rich beauty of autumn, its color, and the beauty of earth. The poet presents picturesque descriptions of the familiar scenes in the countryside during autumn season. And especially in this last stanza, the poets present the picture of stumble fields which are colored red in the crimson light of the setting sun. In autumn, the full grown lambs bleat aloud, the grasshoppers chirp, the robin sings a terrible note, and the swallows twitter as they fly in the sky. So we can say that autumn is a very beautiful season, just like the other seasons. And with this, it is the end of this beautiful poem, Ode to Autumn. In my next video, we will take another poem. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you.